Welcome to the second character from my Yun Masterclass. Today we're going to be covering Urien. I'm going to try to do this in one sitting this time as opposed to three, but luckily there's not as many long videos for Urien versus Yun because it's a matchup that isn't recorded very often. So we're going to go over some games, and then after that we're going to go over Gnajan, which is something that newer Yun players can use. After that, we're going to go over non-Gnajan specifics, how to space and properly whiff punish Urien, parry punishes, how to deal with Urien's moves on block, where they space him, if you can jump afterward, if you are susceptible to stand fierce after dive kicks, etc. And then go into some discussion on Aegis Reflector, give some examples of his mid-screen setups, how to get out of them, some of his corner setups and how to get out of them. And then after that, we're going to go over different dive kick variations and set play in the corner. So we're going to do dive kick, cross ups, and not. And then we're also going to do to showcase how to practice post Ganajan enders, and what some of them are. And then after that, we're going to showcase different spacings after your target combo, which is something that isn't used too often, but those set play can matter in the end. So we're going to take a look at Issei against RX from 2006, OTB against RX from 2006, the Pre-Cooperation Cup from 2016, a match between Mester and Chaco, the 5v5 that I recorded when I was in Japan for Co-op Cup, pre-coup, some matches between RX and Yakun, and then a couple matches between Hyacinth and Rue. And then after that, we're going to look at some matches between, I believe it's Rue and Sho. And then I think Nito also plays a little bit because he's one of the only people that I know that plays Blue Urien. I'm going to go over videos for probably about an hour. And then after that, we're going to go into the meat and potatoes. So let's start with Issei versus RX. Sorry for the quality, it is a very old video. So at the beginning, um, you don't really have to worry about much. The only buttons that Urien can press in the start that you can get anti-aired by are Standing Fierce, Forward Medium Punch, and Headbutt. But it's very unlikely that they're going to just start with a headbutt unless they know you have a tendency to jump. So Issei starts by just staying at normal mid-screen spacing and opting for meter build. Immediately when he does crouching medium kick, and whiffs it, he decides that it's a good idea to try and go in. So when Yun is going to try to attack with close dive kicks, using stand roundhouse is good because it's a double parry. So even if they empty jump, they have to parry it twice before they can punish. So he attempted a throw but whiffs it, and he's going to get punished for it. And now it's corner pressure. So when Issei is going to be pressuring him, he should be staying right about the distance that he's at now, because that's the perfect distance to punish the attempts at jump outs. It also is the perfect distance that even if he tries to do crouching medium kick, the only punish that Urien really has is to do crouching medium kick himself, but he can't really get anything off of that. So let's see how he plays it. He walks up and goes for a throw and gives RX the opportunity to get out with his knee drop. Now it's back to neutral and gets thrown out of his dive kick. And trying to throw Yun after his dive kicks is very important in this matchup for both players, like in almost every matchup, because it is Yun's fastest move, and it is also the way that Urien gets his set play going. So he gets back thrown, and now he activates. So Urien doesn't really have any good punishes for forward medium kick, even though it's negative on hit. He can't like down fierce it or anything. He has no way to get the party started, so to speak. So he just sort of has to take it. Nice parry from Issei, and he stays a little too close for my liking, but it is what it is. And then tries to attempt to go forward. He's throwing him, and he's going to most likely back off or throw an Aegis because that's the best way to waste Yun's Ganagin, and he has about 30% left. Throws the wrong one and gets punished for it. So one of the only ways that Urien can get in against Yun as well is to try to jump. So filling space is good, but you have to be wary of his jump fierce kick because it does beat a lot of your normals. Random dash punch. Activate. Hits him out of the air. Going to get a basic ender. And now he should get set play. Just opts to stay back. Because even if he attempted to do a set play, if he had tried to do a cross up, he could have cornered himself. And since he has almost 2 bars, it definitely would have been the round over. So it's smartest just to run away, or at least stay away and force him to make a decision between headbutt and just sort of sitting and blocking. Far activation. So when he does this, you want to try to hit it with buttons that you know are safe and not going to be punished. So he's doing it with far stand medium kick here. If Urien's far away from it and you are close up, you can do light punch, medium punch. You can do that 3 times and it'll get rid of it because they do chain together. Sort of just a scramble there. Not much to break down. So Issei goes back to the walking away at the beginning of the round to see how RX reacts. RX misses a activation on his Aegis, parries the far stand medium punch, and then goes for a setup. Issei goes for the corner pressure now, gets headbutt because he tried to throw. Now he has to guess. And now he uses the knee drop to get out of the corner and force Yun back into a position where he needs to jump over him, and if he jumps, he can just roundhouse. And if Yun doesn't jump, he still has 50% of his meter that he has to make up. Very nice choices. Zempo misses the turn back. Oh. EX meta. So it's back to neutral. Because that jump fierce kick was parried in the middle of the screen, he can punish with crouching medium kick. The lower it is that you parry it, the more likely it is to either not be punishable or only punishable with frame perfect stand light kick. Back to neutral. Issei's back is to the corner now, so he has to get out of there. EX Zaysho, don't know why. Zempo opts to just continue to push forward to the other corner. Nice parry from Issei. Nice anti-air light punch shoulder. Gets the kill. Very nice palm to start. See what ender he opts for. Forward fierce dash punch. Perfect distance for him to try to dash. Single parry to get out of the unblockable setup. And now he's just jumping in neutral, forcing RX to make a decision. And now since RX doesn't have meter, he still has to get him towards the corner. He gets his meter and uses it immediately. So even if he wins here, he has to hit Issei a couple more times to get close to a meter. Issei missed his combo, misses cross up, and gets hit with forward medium kick. If I remember right, this is grand finals for this tournament. Nice punish on the empty jump. Activate. So the only thing that RX can really do there is try to check Yun with the crouch light punch. And if Yun down parries it, or forward parries it, since it is both forward and down parryable, he can just get even more damage off of it, so it's better not to try. Jumps out of the setup. Knowing when to try to use knee drop to get out is important. Instant overhead with his fierce punch. So now we have OTB against RX. Also from a G-Vision Rembat. Again, quality is bad for old videos. But so jumping, jump forward medium punch, I believe, or is that fierce? One or the other, is very important in this matchup, and neutral jump is also very good. So RX is also fishing for a lot of down parries there. So he opts for a setup off of Fireball, double dash, and then forces the low. OTB tries to jump out with guard jump and gets hit with a delayed stand medium punch. Anti-airs the dive kick with a headbutt. Correct punish. Goes for a cross-up, crouching medium kick into activate. He should have done walk forward, forward fierce to go to the other side, but he misses his ender. So he's staying back as much as possible while Urien is cornered, so that hasn't changed over the years. People sort of knew back then even that you have to respect Urien's wake up and not let him guess in order to allow him to get a back throw and to put pressure on you. Normal RX combos. So now he's just trying to build meter. Back into neutral. Down parries the standing or the crouching medium kick. And Urien's best punish on that is standing fierce. Does the most damage. Catches him out of the air. Gets a basic ender. Double cross up. Punish. Early throw from RX, which gets thrown. He opts for a punish with a standing medium kick on the parry of the fireball instead of a dash punch. Dash throw. Attempt for a setup. Another RX combo. Reset. Gets hit high. Basic combo. Choice of set play. Dive, whiff, dive, kick, walk back. Air to air with fierce. Attempt to shoulder at the beginning. Waste both meters. Still gets a combo anyway. Throw to keep corner pressure. EX up kicks out of desperation. Low parry into throw. Can just throw out an Aegis and win. So now we have Mester versus Chaco. So Mester also likes the same spacing, which is just outside of standing fierce range. Now this is a good position for Urien because he wants Yun to stay cornered. These videos are a little loud, sorry about that. Jumps out of the corner, gets a throw. Doesn't have close to super yet though. Punish on the attempt to forward fierce him. Activation. Very simple combo to get the kill. I believe this is only a single game, so. He shoulders his tackle. Double dive kick into empty jump throw. Cross up. Attempt at a second cross up. He's trying to shoulder the recovery of his stand fierce. Nice way to get out of the corner. He low profiles the headbutt and just kind of runs over him. So next we have, we'll watch the two Yakun versus RX videos. So he very much likes to stay in the same spacing, which is more ideal. He gets to cross up on the quick roll, which is going to force RX to stop quick rolling. Basic combo, gets him back to the corner, stays out of range for headbutt, and then walks forward for his throw. And now he's just jumping away and building meter, staying in neutral, sort of daring RX to press buttons. Activation. Very basic combo into a kill, gets about 20% meter. So that's a nice punish on the attempt for Yakun to trade with his standing fierce. Nice parry. Nice parry for him. So because he was standing and he tried to parry, I assume, or he was just trying to walk forward, that's why the headbutt hit him. So that is also a setup that Uriens like to do, is they like to throw the thing behind you and then trip you, and then start charging back. And if the trip hits and you hit the Aegis, you'll bounce forward, and then they can tackle you back in. Or up fireball, I believe. No shoulder after the stand fierce. RX things. Very nice usage of his normals from RX, and he tries to air to air with a jump forward fierce, to keep Yakun grounded a little bit, or to show he's not scared of his air to air. Very nice jump fierce, which countered the EX headbutt, and now he's just trying to stay mid screen, which is the ideal spacing against Urien. Daipon loop. Reset. 55% meter. Jumps out of the corner. Ideal spacing for Yun, but now he's in the corner and has to triple parry out. Unblockable setup. Goes for a regular setup instead. Throws Yakun out of his pressure because his throw is very, very long. Yep, that's single game. And now we have Yakun versus RX again. So he's playing a little bit more defensive in this particular matchup, going backwards more so than forwards. Yakun doesn't really like to do that. He likes to sit in this matchup about halfway across the screen from his opponent. So if his opponent is cornered, he likes to stay under the timer if he can help it, unless he feels a set play is the most profitable choice there. So he jumps in, going for a set play, or Okizeme. Tries to backdash and gets caught with the crouching leg kick. He can't dash punch the parried crouching fierce or roundhouse because Aegis was there. Very nice punish. 100% optimal. Forward medium kicks paying off dividends, forcing him to try and stand. Wow, Yakun's done that in the second round both times against RX. Wake up crouch light as a punish to the whiffed forward fierce. Anti-air, try to tweep. Filling the screen with a neutral jump fierce kick to stop Yun from jumping. Activate. Combo. Proper ender. Correct punish on the whiff. Oh, that was sick. So he neutral jumped, parried the knee drop, dive kicked, and then punished the recovery of the knee drop with 1, 2, 3. That was sick. So next we have the 2016 5v5 from Pre-Cooperation Cup. A Yun 5 versus the Urien 5. So now Yun's cornered. Urien doesn't have any meters, so he sort of has to get a lot out of this in order to continue to pressure Yun. His buttons up close are pretty good with his crouch light, his crouch medium kick, and his stand heavy. Crouching fierce punch is good as an anti-air if Yun is trying to guard jump as a late tech sort of thing. He also has stand roundhouse if Yun is jump happy. Yun misses a parry, gets swept, now activate. He's just putting it there to keep him there. The only way for Yun to get out there is to shoulder. Yun has the ability to activate, but he doesn't. Gets a throw. Still no activate. Attempts for a cross up. Headbutt. Throw. Very nice round by Urien. Very wall-like. Very nice blocking. Should have done up kicks instead. Double cross up. Very nice spacing by the Yun at least. Staying at max range of the stand fierce. Has to guess between high-low. Guesses wrong. Second setup. Now it's right in front of him, and he's just going to block it. Urien is literally a wall. Very nice empty jump low. Set play. Poor choice in my opinion, but okay. Empty jump. He thinks that he's going to throw his empty dive kick and immediately does EX up kicks because EX up kicks is off the ground on frame 1. No punish. Shoulder under it. Gets hit by it. Fireball to keep him in check. Ender. 55%. Crouching medium kicks to low profile the headbutt. Very nice spacing. Activates in response to the crouching medium kick. Pushes him towards the other corner. Backs off to try to build meter. Very good spacing. Using the standing medium kick to keep him in check. Chip damage. Derun playing Urien instead of Yun in this tournament. So this looks like Nameru, Bagoon, Mester, and I don't know who else. Nameru does play, oh, nice punish. Backing up, forced a decision. Activation, he jumped. Anti-air. Combo. Up kick ender. Gets his 3 free crouching medium punches. And Darun gets his Aegis. I may be wrong, this might not be Darun, but it very much looks like him. And I don't see a musical note in his name. Nice overhead. Gets his command throw. Re-corner. Whiffs his set play. Wrong guess by Derun. Activate. Misses his overhead confirm. Runs away from meter. Urien has meter, so there's no reason for him to stay with Urien able to back throw him. If he can get away with running away. And he had the life lead, so there was no reason not to. So now he's just going to stay in neutral, stay in mid-screen if he can, activate. Again, activation into up kicks as a anti-air. Very nice air-to-air. No jump fears from Darun. RKF did tell me that Darun also plays Urien, so this makes sense. Combo, basic, knockdown, stays back. Yun guesses wrong. So Namaru is taking very much the Tominaga approach. Hyacinth. Hyacinth Yun. And there's someone from North Carolina. And Ryan in the background. I think it's amusing that the commentators are talking about how Hyacinth is good at Daipon loops. Very nice pressure from Hyacinth. An attempt to either jump out or forward parry from Derun. Instant air overhead. Very nice fierce. filling the screen with crouching medium kick so that he can't shoulder in. Since that's how he has proven that he wishes to activate. Hits him with the forward medium kick. Very nice combo. Could have got 1-2-3 though. Cross up into 1-2-3 activate. Misses Daipon loop. It's hard on standing Urien. Proper Zempo setup. Interesting choice. Activation. Should have just activated. Just pressing buttons. He doesn't have to do much to win this round. Popping off. Yuki is on that team. Yuki, Bagun, Mester, Hyacinth. So now we have Bagun's team from 2018 playing against I don't really know who. Ender. And he stays back just out of throw range. He backs up even more out of throw range to stop headbutt spacing. Neutral jump nothing. Very nice punish. He's trying to stay right at that starting position spacing. Walk forward activate. Re-corner. Going back to that same spacing. Max crouching medium punch range. Activation. Very nice. Gets his 3 or 4 crouching medium punches in. Immediately backs away since Urien has almost 2 meters. Activate again. Overhead. Overhead again. Not doing it at the same timing. Bagun versus the second Urien. Up kicks. Set play. Very nice. Now he's cornered. Urien's about to have meter. So he's most likely going to be looking for a way to activate his Aegis. But he dashes away and activates himself first. Goes high and then goes low. Gets out of the corner and gets thrown back immediately. Has to eat the mix-up. Down parry into his setup. Gets continued to keeps corner pressure. But now Yun has meter, and Urien does not. Catches his jump. Very nice throw, set play. Cross up because he quick rised. That's interesting if you're watching Bagun's hands. During his button presses, he's pressing light kick. And you can see Mester talking with MOV in the background. Nice tech. Nice punish on the whiff standing or whiff jumping roundhouse. Set play after this. Crouching medium punch ×3. Staying at the range, which forces Urien not to be able to headbutt, because you can punish with crouching medium punch into up kicks. So staying away, he has the ability to activate, but he doesn't want to activate without connecting. Just letting it eat its time. Urien is about dead, basically, and he has almost full meter. Activate Aegis. Mix up. Guard jump out. Tech the throw. Activate. Throw is the whiff dash punch. Messer giving Bagoon some advice. Nice down parry. Activate. Messes up his combo. Set play. Stays at that maximum range possible. And now he's just going to run away and build meter. Try to get some extra pokes in where he can. Tackle hits him. Misses his headbutt. I just realized that Messer was telling him that he let the Aegis stay out too long with the medium punch, light punch thing. So now this is another Urien? Or no, same Urien. I just had to stop recording. Nice under. Set play. So if they don't quick rise and you do that setup, you have plenty of time to super jump back out of the corner. And there's nothing that the Urien can do. Nice hit confirm. Activate. So the furthest distance that you are for far stand fierce, if they actually get that, then they can't punish with crouching fierce of their own. Nice dive kick. Activate. Daipon loop. Messed up. Did it too fast. Set play. Tries to headbutt the jump out. TKD's in the background. Very nice, but he wasted his activation. Urien almost has super. Yun's about to have it as well. Reset. Backing off. Very nice. Is building meter. Empty jump. He didn't even think that should have worked. Activate. Confirm. Misses his combo. Now he is just spacing out back towards that mid-screen position where he has some space to work with. And all he has to worry about is reacting to shoulders or jumps to try and air-to-air. Or tackles, I should say. Throw. Very nice throw. Oh, he's thrown into the Aegis. Urien has no meter, so he has to guess correctly. Dead. That could have been punished with crouching fierce. Nice activation. Parries a dive kick into a throw. Attempts to crouching fierce for some reason. That loses to like everything Yun has in Ganajin. Just trying to stay mid-screen now. Parries the random dash punch. Misses his shoulder combo. Nice hit confirm. He's going to get his ender. Pushes him towards the corner, goes for a set play, and gets down parried. So that setup right there that he just did, I want to show. Because that is a setup that someone I used to play used to do all the time. And it was really annoying, and I figured out how to get out of it. So when he back throws you, he's going to throw out a light punch Aegis, and then he's going to headbutt over you. So to get out of this, it's down parry, parry towards where Urien is after his headbutt, and then parry away. And then you can block. Or you can double down parry and completely get out of it, but they can dash up and throw you if they know that you're going to do that after the first headbutt. So it's headbutt overhead to get back over to the other side, or headbutt headbutt, depending on if they are partitioning or not. But sometimes in that situation, a single crouching parry or a single down parry can get you out of it, and then you can punish him. You'll hit the Aegis and get flung back across the screen, but you can parry into stand light kick dash punch. Target combo, set play, command throw, activation. He likes to activate off of crouching medium kick a lot. Activation, down parries out, which is the best way to get out of mid-screen unblockables where he has to dash headbutt, because then he's too far away after the headbutt in order to catch you. Masuda in the background with his fedora, basically. Very nice dive kick. Nice throw, set play. That was a delayed light kick dive kick. Double up kicks into shoulder for the ender. EX headbutt. Cross up into a crouching medium kick. So now we have, I believe it's Kindevu versus whoever this Urien is. Nice throw. Dashes in to contest the neutral jump. Gets out. Misses the punish. Throw. Attempts to get him back towards the corner. Anti-air medium punch. Keep him in check with fireballs. They seem to have less respect for Kindevu. Misses his hit confirm with stand light kick off of that. Activate. Very poor choice. You should have done something different. Instead of doing forward fairs, he could have just done light punch, dash punch, and continue to go forward. If he wasn't sure about the spacing. Double dive kick. Runaway activate. Misses the activate. Goes over the quick rise with the EX. There's Frankie. Aegis. Just as a way to stop Yun from using his meter. In this matchup, it's very high risk, high reward to be doing your tackles, but if they work, they're just way too good. I believe this is OTB, Yun. Very nice. Very nice parry by the Urien. This Urien's very good. Nice parry. No punish. Hits the shoulder or the jump, or the headbutt or the jump. Should have done a simple combo and not go for palm. He would have killed even without the palm. Delayed medium punch shoulder. Desperation parry out of Urien. Stops the negativeness of his tackle with Aegis. Dash throw is a punish to parrying far stand medium kick. Gets rid of the Aegis real fast. This doesn't... I'm not sure if it's blue. It could be green as well. I don't think Nito played Yun in this tournament, so it could be Nito Urien as well. Activate. Very nice blocks. I think this is Nameru. Nice simple combo to kill. And misses the simple combo. Cross up dive kick into crouching light kick, medium kick to knock them back up. Set play. Activate. Random old white dude in the background. Alright. So now we have Hyacinth versus Rue. So he very much likes to keep his space in this matchup. He likes to stay under the wins or just under the first number in the timer. Even when Urien's cornered, unless he's going for set play. Activate. Nice blocks. Activate off the, reset. If he hadn't have been greedy there and just confirmed earlier into forward fierce, he would have gotten ender. But Hyacinth very much likes his walk forward, crouch light punch into palm. Double overhead and Aegis to contest anything that Yun decides to do. Nice tackle. Stand fierce. Catches with a crouching fierce as an anti-air. EX shoulder on purpose to bounce him back towards the corner. Interesting choice of throw. Forward medium punch to try to anti-air. Jump fierce to air-to-air. Hits him out of the Aegis, so that wasn't EX. He goes for universal overhead as he was hitting him. That's questionable. And gets headbutt. He had to play risky, though. I don't know if there's one right after this or not. Nope. So, attempt number 2. Gets his Zempo into set play. So that setup that he does there is he backs up to max distance and he does crouching medium punch, fierce punch. Because the first part of the fierce punch will whiff, and if they don't parry at a delayed timing, the second part of the fierce will hit him. And since he had so much meter, it's good to try to get that. Jump over, gets thrown, standing fierce to push him towards the corner, even if blocked. Getting him in the corner, spacing, staying at the proper spacing. Setup doesn't parry out correctly. Zempo, up kicks. All he needs is one hit now. Attempts to get out of the corner with a knee press, and crouching leg kick hits him on the way down. Neutral jump roundhouse is very strong in this matchup, but the higher that you do it, the easier it is to deal with. I'm surprised that comboed. Wow. Reset. Zempo up kicks. 1, 2. Nope. Set play. Hits him out of it with crouching leg kick. Anti-airs his second jump off of the block dive kick since it was unsafe with a standing medium punch. Gets his patented crouch light kick into shoulder. Now he's back in the corner. Aegis attempts to get him off of him. Double parry. Lots of guesswork today by Hyacinth. And he gets fucked. And now we have Show versus some Necros and Uriens. I'm going to skip the Necros, obviously. We're only going to watch a couple of these, though. Let me refresh the page. Alright, close enough. Alright, so he backs up, punishes with 1, 2, 3. Gets an activation, goes for a fancy combo and misses it. Again, misses his up kick, walk under, or medium kick, walk under, medium kick. Staying mid-screen. Trying to poke with crouching medium kick to contest his crouching medium kick as well. Thanks to Yuki for uploading this. Neutral jump activate in response to the whiffed fierce. Overhead, walk up Zempo. Up kicks. And now he walks back to his safe position where he can't get headbutt. Walk under 1, 2, 3. So apparently the Necro is Konitan. I believe this is Rue. There aren't very many people who play that color for Urien. I only know of like 3 people, and I don't think very many of them go to Newton. But when I was there, Rue was at Newton both days. So now we have blue Urien. Contest, and then forward throw set play Target combo into 3 crouching medium punches, which is the maximum you can get at that distance. Activate. Now he has to guess. Catches the headbutt with a close standing medium kick. Activates just to make sure that he has to come forward, and that's what I was talking about the instant killing of it. He could have done up kicks for the win. Empty jump, air to air lights. Air to air fierces or roundhouses from both players. Activate. Crab walk. Gets rid of it. Still has oh, Taihei is the Urien. Or one of the Uriens there. Very nice connection. Messed up his ender. He got greedy and went for the max damage ender, which still wouldn't have killed, mind you. Walk under to force a very late jump roundhouse, and does close stand medium kick to punish. Taihei might be the Urien this one. I don't remember what color he plays. He thought he would get a meter off of the shoulder, but messed up. Very basic combo, but drops it. Crouching medium kick, which low profiled the headbutt. Anti-air into forward fierce dash punch. Aegis. Time to guess. Blocks correctly. Max range crouch medium kick for the win. So he's very much staying at that mid-screen spacing as much as he can. But he's also not afraid to go into his face. And now he got back thrown. He blocked 2 hits, which was the reason that that didn't work. That is a way to get out from that. But if Urien reacts, if he can EX headbutt the recovery of your thing, if I remember correctly. Zempo. Up kicks, set play. He's doing that because he notices that his opponent isn't quick rising, so he has to do a meteor of some sort, and he can't do anything if he immediately does the up kicks. Like crouching fierce isn't gonna punish it. Dash punch as a punish of the whiff. Up kicks, 1, 2, 3, set play. Failed attempt at a parry and also failed Daipon loop. Went for the proper ender but missed it because he didn't delay his shoulder. Carrot crouching medium kick. Very nice. So next is the Necro, so let's skip that. Konitan Necro. Someone else. Back to blue Urien. There we go. So we'll watch 2 or 3 more of these and then we'll go to the meat and potatoes of this. Walk up Zempo, misses Zeniter. Pushes him back towards the corner. Furthest range crouch medium kick is to stop dash-ins. Because at that distance, the only way that he gets out of the corner is by dashing or by doing knee drop. Standing fierced him out of the EX. Instant overhead. Punishes the fireball very hard. Sorry, I'll make this full screen. Set play. Activation. Instant break. Forces 2 guesses with the remaining of his Ganagin. Walk under, back in the corner. Presses a button and 1, 2, 3 is on as he lands. Kill. Yep. And now we have, this will be our final one. So, anti-airs with medium punch shoulder. As soon as, when Urien's back is to the corner, if he fierces you, it puts you at the correct distance for jump forward, dive kick. So he has to be wary of jumps at that point. Backs up and is going to force him to guess. And he gets out of the corner. Very far Zempo. Whiff punish to the stand fierce with far roundhouse. Activate, dash punch. Nope. Hits him out of the crouch medium kick with crouch leg kick. Crouch leg kick in Ganajin's like 2 or 3 frames, so it's incredibly hard to beat. Punish. Can't do much because he did EX at that point. Parry, nope, under it. Throws the dash punch, fierces to keep him in the corner. Jump back roundhouse, jump forward fierce, keep him grounded. And now he's back at the spacing he wants to be at. And now they're back mid-screen, which means neutral. Set play. He keeps going for the fancy setup. Bad guess by the Urien, and he's dead. So now let's go to display capture and training mode. We'll go to Urien stage. All right. So first I'm going to showcase some of the basic Ganajin combos against Urien. And I will showcase a couple different enders, why I think each one of them is good, and under what circumstances. And then I will show you that there is a difference in the timing for shoulder off of Zempo tension. And I will also show you the max damage ender that Show was trying to go for. So the basic combo is forward medium kick palm times 2 into up kicks, medium punch shoulder, walk forward, crouching medium punch up kicks. God damn it. I have input delay from streaming and shit. That's okay. I'm missing standing medium punch while triple tapping it. Makes sense. So depending on when you do your up kicks, Urien will either be on the same side or a different side. So if you do it early, he's on the same side. You don't really have to walk. You can just do crouching medium, crouching medium into up kicks. Oops. So in combos where you are ending with like fierce into shoulder shoulder, you would do the normal Daikai Zeisho ender, like shoulder Daikai Zeisho. So as you can see there, he swapped sides because I did the up kicks late. So if you hold forward too long for your forward medium kick as well, it can screw up the timing of the up kicks. But you have to do that in order to get the same side. God damn it. One more try. I don't usually fuck this up, which is pissing me off. There we go. And now you get 3 crouching medium punches no matter what. Okay. So the other enders. So the one that Sho is trying to do requires you to do the same thing. You have to hold forward for the last forward medium kick, otherwise it doesn't work. And that combo is dash punch, Daikai, walk forward, crouching medium kick, up kicks. Sorry, dash punch, walk forward, light punch shoulder, so that you walk under a little bit to side swap. Daikai, walk back, crouching medium punch, up kicks. I might turn my Xbox on because this is pissing me off. So that's the basic one. Does 87 damage. And that one does 90. It also gives slightly more meter. And the other ender is just the basic one. That one. It puts you closer to your opponent though, because upkick enders put you a little bit further away. And it also gives you more time because you land before they drop. If you want to practice set play for off of Genejin, off of upkicks, which is what you should be trying to do against Urien, you can also do the way his max damage in the corner off of close standing medium kick is walk forward, crouching medium punch up kicks, and it gives you the same timing. So if you are in Zempo Genejin, and you do this, and then you immediately do shoulder, he won't pop over to the other side. As you can see there, if that hit, it would have sent him forward. So you have to delay your shoulder. unless you want to go in the same direction. And if you do, I suggest using light punch shoulder instead of medium punch. So delay, and then medium punch shoulder. You delay it until he starts to fall a little bit. Otherwise, it won't work. So next we're going to showcase some of the non-Ganajin specific stuff against him. And that is that you can walk forward, stand light kick, up kicks off of Zempo. You can also, if you are ballsy, try to go for walk forward, crouching, medium punch, up kicks. Which it does work, I know for a fact, because there we go, 4 hits. It's really fucking hard. Don't do it. Like I said, stand light kick into or stand medium kick into crouching medium punch up kicks instead of this. And the other thing is you can't headbutt Yun. So if Yun's in the if Yun's standing like here, right? He just crouches it. Now if he's back here, which is the correct spacing for max range crouch medium punch, right? You can react to it and crouching medium punch up kicks. Though that's your best punish when Uriens are trying to do that. And that's why Yuns stay at a range where the max range for these buttons is. So he can be at this range, right? And then take a step back to be at max range for that. You don't ever want to be too close to him unless you're 100% committed to your set play. And even if you are, you can stand at the max distance of his shadow and still connect with close standing medium kick, right? You can also connect with your shoulder at a further distance, right? So the max distance for stand light kick is where you would want to be for that. But something that you have to understand as well when using shoulder like that is that you also have to learn to delay, because Uriens will try to either parry or they'll try to headbutt out. And although this can hit headbutt, sometimes it will go over you and allow them to punish. So another important thing against Urien is, let's put his quick recovery on. If you put him on quick recovery, and it doesn't work off of throw really well. I mean, it does, but you have to time it. Anyway, but off of crouching medium punch or medium kick dash punch, you can dash punch the other side with any of his dash punches. Light punch actually recovers the fastest, so you can actually meaty him afterward. The same thing applies to dashing over him. And the same thing applies to walking over him. So quick rising against Yun as Urien is very risky, just like it is as Yun against Urien. And I will showcase that now. So as Yun, if you quick rise against Urien, it's very risky, especially after headbutt like that, because if you don't, you'll see he just pushes you. But if you do, he can cross you up. Oh shit, I did the wrong headbutt. So this is off of medium punch headbutt, it's not off of light punch headbutt. Light punch headbutt doesn't give you the correct timing for getting the going over him. As you can see there, double dash goes over him. Triple dash goes over him as well in certain situations. So now we're going to talk about spacing in the corner and then spacing mid-screen. So let's get him back over to the corner. This happens mid-screen as well. You can cross him up with all sorts of shit. So in the corner, when you are spacing Urien, you can actually like hit confirm this if you are at the correct distance. There we go. As long as you delay this as late as possible, you can connect with dash punch. Just like that. So you can do stuff like this, and it'll be relatively safe. It also means that you can do stuff like this. I wish there was a reset button. So you can do like that. Because you're at a spacing where the Urien will like to he'll think you're going to jump again after this. So if you do shoulder, it goes under him and it will hit his headbutt. So the reason why, I already told you why this reason for being at max distance, and it's also because as Yun, Urien can't do anything other than parry stand fierce at this range. His only other choice is parry crouch medium kick, but that doesn't give him as much damage or stun. His only other choice is to like try and dash throw. You're out of throw range if he parries, and you're out of crouching fierce range if he parries. So that's important to note. This is very good as a way to walk in and out of range to bait headbutts and then like punish them. Because you can punish a headbutt with crouching medium kick or crouching medium punch, dash punch as well. Before we do that though, I actually want to go back to some frame data to explain some things and then showcase how and why some things are and are not punishable. Because although they should look punishable, they're not. So as an example, Urien's Fierce is -3, but it pushes him back too far, so you can't punish with anything. Not that anything that Yun has other than throw is 3 frames. Crouch Fierce, on the other hand, is -10. So you can punish that pretty much no matter what, as long as it connects. The one that's most important is Stand Roundhouse and Crouching Roundhouse, as those are -13 and -7. But let's make him do his Crouching Roundhouse. So if I am point blank, I can't punish with crouch standing medium punch. I can punish with crouching medium kick if I'm point blank, but Urien's never going to do it point blank. So if I take 2 steps back and he does it, I can no longer punish the crouching medium punch or medium kick. It is -13, so you can dash punch it up close. And if we take 1-2 steps back and do it, you can do it. But if you're mid-screen, as you can see, he recovers because because of the time that it takes you to get pushed back. It eats frames up. So even if you have a reversal, there's only two spacings where you can punish this, and that's point blank, and you have to react instantly, and input your move, or literally one step back. If it's any more than one step back, you're just gonna get punched in the face. So now let's look at standing fierce kick, where sorry. So on standing fierce kick, it has to be blocked high. So I'm going to put myself in the corner. And as you can see, you can't punish it with dash punch unless it's literally a reaction where you're inputting it during the second half of his axe animation. His axe kick animation, sorry. And as you can see, you can't light kick it either. So at point blank, you can punish it with crouching medium kick. You can't punish it with dash punch ever, if I remember correctly. Yep. So dash punch is too slow because it's, I believe, 7-frame startup, or it's 5-frame, one or the other. But either way, it's not a reversal anymore. So this move as well is great as an anti-air. So like if I'm dive kicking, right? Depending on when you press the button, this is hard to do. There we go. But this is where it becomes different. Is it like, let's say I'm doing light kick, dive kick pressure, and I'm like right under the timer. If it doesn't hit me, I can punish. Because this it has like 21 frames of recovery. So I can light punch. I can even shoulder it. So that's important to note, is that although it is good when I'm in your face, if I'm just like dive kicking at on your head, like head hunting, it's not going to do you much good. I have to be a little bit further away in order for it to be good. But at certain spacings, I have to block when I land. And I can't punish it. So, although it's good, it's also risky because it puts you at the range. It puts you at the range where crouching medium kick hits. Or it should. There we go. So if I'm like dive kicking in your face and you decide that it would be a good idea to press that button, it might not be. It might not actually be a good idea, right? So that's the only thing you have to be wary about. If I'm trying to like jump over you as well, so the further I am, if I try to like neutral super jump over you, it stops me. But I only have to parry it once if I'm super jumping over you. But I can also hit you out of it with any of my air normals. Like early air normals. Like I'm thinking you're going to jump or something. So if I hit both of these buttons at the same exact time, then the jump medium kick wins in most cases. So in the corner, as an example, if I try to super jump, it's very difficult if you're right up in my face to parry it. So that's enough about that move. So let's go back and look at his frame data again. A lot of his other good moves are all 0 or plus on block. So crouch jab is +3, so you can't really press anything after his crouch jab, which is why his throw pressure is so strong, or one of the reasons. And also his stand strong is 0 on block, so it's not negative, it's not plus. Depending on the buttons that you have versus what he has, you're probably going to win. His crouch forward is 8 frames. So if we look at Yun's buttons, Yun's crouch strong is 5 frames and not 8, and his crouching forward is 7 frames and not 8. So Yun has 1 frame of leeway after he does standing medium punch, or Urien does standing medium punch, in order to do crouching medium kick and have it beat out the startup of his crouching medium kick. So now we're going to look at this particular move, and when you block it, what position it puts you at. So it still puts you relatively close to Urien, so you can still jump fierce. You don't have to worry about down fierce from Urien unless he walks forward. Light kick, dive kick doesn't hit. Fierce kick, dive kick doesn't allow for combo. Let me turn the guard to none. So like you can't combo off of this, right? Unless you super jump. If you super jump, then you can combo. If you do not super jump, then you can't. Oops. So as you can see, that's a 3-hit combo. So you literally have to like let it almost end in order to combo your super jump. So it's something that the Urien can look at. But you can also literally just jump away. There's no button that he can press because he's -7 where he can deal with your jump back. He can try to chase it down if he's holding charge with a tackle, but other than that, he's sort of just giving you a free out. So now let's look at the spacing that you get off of crouching fierce, or crouching roundhouse. So if you're cornered and he does it point blank, you're at perfect range for normal jump, medium kick, dive kick, into anything into dash punch. So, as well, jumping fierce kick, dive kick, I believe if you super jump, will work. Yeah. But I'm not 100% sure. I forget. Nope, that doesn't work. So your best option here is neutral jump, medium kick, dive kick if you want to, or you can just jump out. But if you want to just jump out, he can do this. So if I want to super jump out of the corner, that beats it. It doesn't beat neutral jump though. So if I delay at all in my jump, it beats it. And if I try to normal jump out, I get hit. So it has to be super jump. So if we do it at a different spacing, as you can see there, the further back he is from you in the corner, the easier it is for him to stop you from jumping. But he also, because of that, has to deal with neutral jump, light kick, dive kick. And because of the recovery frames, let's make sure that he's still on all block. Oops. That was dash punch. You can standing light kick dash punch it, or you can crouching medium kick it. So it's something you have to be wary of as Urien. And as Yun, your best options are to try to super jump out parry, or mix it up with dive kicks with jump light dive kick. You know, jump forward knowing that he's going to try to anti-air you and then do target combo. Like that. So although standing fierce kick is really good for stopping jumps, it also has its issues. So let's go back to just crouching fierce kick again. So if you just do crouching fierce kick, have to make him not block again. So if you are close enough, like I was saying, jump medium kick is the only option. Because if you try to light kick dive kick, you'll hit his shoulder. You need to hit him in the shins or the knees. Otherwise, it's kind of shitty. So if he's at like the distance where he's at max throw range, right? So if I do one crouch light, he can still hit forward and throw me, right? So at this distance, jump up, medium, neutral jump, fierce kick, dive kick hits him, but it doesn't let you 1, 2, 3. Because of the way that his hitbox works, hitting 1, 2, 3 on anything that's not a jump forward dive kick is going to be difficult. But even then, it can be difficult. So let's go back to the other corner. So what I showcased is that at that same spacing, you can do jump forward, medium kick, dive kick into 1, 2, 3. That should be a 4-hit combo. Yep. So at just a little bit farther from you, which is probably a spacing he'll likely use this, it is a good spacing to be doing jump forward, slight delay, medium kick, dive kick. Also, Urien's one of the easier people to do Daipon loop on when he's crouching. You have forever to do it. I'm not going to go into that because if you don't know what Daipon loop is, then this isn't really the video for you. So let's back him up a little more, do the same thing. Now at this distance, Neutral jump, fierce kick, dive kick doesn't hit. So neutral jump, fierce kick, dive kick isn't going to hit, but super jump, fierce kick, dive kick will hit very late. He has to move back if he wants to avoid it. So if he's under the winds when he does it, and you're still cornered, you have to jump forward. Because if you don't, you're not going to be able to combo off of it. And I know that wasn't a combo, but jump forward, medium kick, dive kick there, hits very low. So you get crouching medium punch into dash punch. So you need to hit him in the actual like knees if you want to be able to 1, 2, 3. And if you hit him, I'm going to use my mouse. If you hit him below the knee, 1, 2, 3 won't work. So it has to hit like right where my mouse is. Right? But it also has to be you jumping forward in most situations. So like at about, let's say 30% of the screen away, you can neutral jump and then do it. Like it's possible. But as you can see, the lower you hit him, the harder it is to have it work. Which is why most Yuns against standing Urien opt for this. Because then you get your corner set play. So now that we've covered crouching fierce kick, let's look at crouching medium kick real quick. So if we're right next to him, jump, medium kick, dive kick works. That does not work, so fierce kick, dive kick doesn't work unless you super jump. And if you're in the corner and he does that, you don't have enough room to super jump. So neutral jump, medium kick, dive kick will connect for 1, 2, 3. Only in the corner up close. So when he's further away, neutral jump works fine. I mean, neutral jump, hard kick, dive kick. Super jump, hard kick, dive kick. Jump forward, hard kick, dive kick. Doesn't work. So if you're going to jump forward, you need to do medium kick, dive kick, I believe. Yep. So you have to jump forward, medium kick, dive kick if you want to connect at certain ranges. If you're at max distance, then fierce kick, dive kick works. But usually they're not going to use it at like max distance, and if they are, they can do this. So they can react to my dive kicks with fierce. So let me just delay that a little more. So at best, it's going to hit the tip of it if I do it delayed. But if I instantly do it, it trades. And it allows Urien to get out of the corner. And mid-screen, it can push towards the corner. Or just beat it straight up. If I don't have any delay whatsoever, so that was light kick, dive kick. So if I'm trying to like go for whiff grab or something, the stand fierce beats it. But the medium kick, dive kick beats that. And so does the fierce kick, dive kick. And if I catch the recovery of it, I can go into a combo. So it's one of those things that, while it's very strong, it's something that you need to be wary of. So let's look at the distance that that sends us at. So if I block this, basically all of my different dive kick types connect. Sorry about that. So it puts you at a distance where like all of your different dive kicks will connect. Fucking Doug. Anyway, so mid-screen especially, you're in perfect spacing for all sorts of different jump-ins. Basically, that's all that I can showcase for all of his normals, because those are the normals that have the furthest pushback. I mean, we can look at standing medium punch, but it doesn't push you that far back, right? And plus, it puts you right in range to get hit by both standing fierce and roundhouse if you jump. So it's sort of risky to do so after that. And it's also perfect distancing for max distance crouching medium kick. So let's record medium kick crush. So if I am point blank and they medium kick crush, I can punish with crouching medium kick dash punch. If I'm a little further away, I can't punish it. So if I'm about 30% of the screen away, or like neutral, I can't punish it with crouching medium kick usually. Right? But if he does two crushes in a row, even standing light kick doesn't hit it. So it's very spacing dependent on if you can punish or not. The closer they are to you, the easier it is, and the difference in their move also makes a difference. So let's record a light kick one. Up close, I can punish it easy. Further away, it's a lot harder. I have to dash punch it, I believe. So I can punish it with that. I can punish it with dash punch. I can punish it with dash punch at like max distance. So let's look at fierce again, or medium kick again. So at close range, because it works on lights, it's obviously going to work on mediums. So if you want to punish tackles, just dash punch. Yeah, I was getting to that. Sorry. So that is the spacing that you want to be at against him. Is like in neutral, you want to be just outside of his stand. His stand fierce range. So you want to be out of his stand fierce range, right? So this is like round start distance. So this is like a perfect distance for you to be at, because it gives you decent dive kicks. It lets you jump in and out as you please, and it also lets you whiff punish. So like, you can whiff punish that. Let's take a look at the frame data again. So for Urien stand fierce, it's 15 frames of recovery, and dash punch has 7 frames of startup, I believe. Let me just make sure that's correct. Yeah, light punch Zaysho has 8 frames of startup, actually. So you have half of the recovery to react, essentially, which is more than enough time. So let's make him do it once and then punish it. Oops. So if you see his hand start to bounce back, it's too late. You have to be punishing as his hand goes down. So it's a risky punish. But it's a lot less risky to do it on standing fierce kick, like I showed you earlier. So like the best case scenario is at this particular range, his medium punch headbutt can hit you, but you can also low profile it with crouching medium kick. And although you're still at his max crouch medium kick range, he can't really do much other than attempt to hit you with fierce, which your fierce hits and his doesn't. He can attempt to hit you with sweep, and he can attempt to hit you with crouching medium kick, and that's it. So you're essentially you're reducing the amount of pokes that he can do based on your spacing significantly. So now we're going to talk about his jump buttons. So jump neutral fierce is good against air to airs. Jump forward fierce is good as an air to air, and so is jump forward, jump back, and neutral jump fierce kick. So we're going to show 3 different timings for neutral jump fierce kick and how to punish that. So early jump fierce kick. can be punished with down medium punch up kicks. Can also just be punished with, I believe it's medium kick up kicks. Yep. You can just punish with medium kick up kicks as well, or close standing medium punch. God damn it. You can do that as well. So that's one timing. Another timing is to basically hit as low as possible, but it's not easy to do off of neutral jump. So let's record again. God damn it. There we go. So this is much harder to punish. So as you can see, he can block close standing medium kick at this height. So you can throw him. That's one option. And you can standing light punch dash punch. He'll block crouching medium kick. And he'll block crouching medium punch. So at that particular distance, and in my opinion, the best way to consistently punish this without noticing that it is above your shoulder when it hits you is light kick. And you have to hit it immediately because it grounds them. Light kick doesn't have the ability to hit the opponent unless they're grounded. So the animation has a couple frames of active frames, so it hits them as soon as they hit the ground. So let's talk about his crouching heavy punch. So if I am, willy-nilly dive kicking on your head, if I do light kick, dive kick too often, I can get hit by crouching roundhouse. It also, delayed crouching roundhouse can beat guard jump. So if I get knocked down, right, and then on wake up, I try to jump, it beats it. So that's why shimmy is very important when playing Urien, because you want to maintain the ability to still use that move. So the mix-up for most people is going to be crouch fierce, crouching light kick into tackle, headbutt, forward fierce punch, the overhead, and stand fierce. So you have a bunch of different buttons to worry about. Sweep is also good at certain ranges as well. And because of the way that close stand roundhouse from him is blocked, there are certain spacings where you can't punish with dash punch because he just gets pushed too far away. You also have to be wary of delaying your dive kicks too much because he can react with crouch fierce. So if I do dive kick and then do it too late, depending on when he presses his button, he can do something about it. So as you can see there, it hits the tip of my jump. So if he blocks a light kick, dive kick, and then I jump immediately, he can hit me. But only if it's not a neutral jump dive kick. If it's a neutral jump dive kick that hits him far enough away on his shoulder, especially mid-screen, then it won't hit me. Because as you can see, I'm too far away. So you have to take a step forward if you want to do that. But if I'm doing medium kick dive kicks, it also can tag you. So it's not something you should rely on as Urien. It's something you should keep in your pocket for situations where you feel under pressure. It can be beaten by dive kick. So let's mash crouching fierce. So as you can see there, I hit him, and he still hit me out of my jump, right? So against Urien, you have to be jump parrying. So God damn it. He can also hit you in the first 3 frames of your jump. So if he does, you can't parry. It has to be on frame 4. Otherwise, it's hard to deal with. So also, this move on block, or on, yeah, if I walk in and block it, the punish is crouching medium kick dash punch. You could also do stand light kick dash punch if you don't feel comfortable, or if only one of the 2 hits. I do crouching. I do standing light kick just to be safe. Just like that. Because if you're not option pairing before your dive kick, then you're just gonna get fucked. So that should cover all of his normals. And now we're going to talk about Aegis. So I don't really play Urien, so I don't know all the Aegis setups off the top of my head. So I have a couple things that we're going to watch. So we have the Urien Masterclass number 8. So as you can see here, he does dash up and then medium or heavy knee drop, and then he immediately goes low. He has 2 options here. He can go overhead or he can go low and push you back into it. Most likely is going to be a low, so down parrying here is what matters the most. If you don't quick rise, then the low will push you back in, and if you do quick rise, if you press down and then parry towards Urien, it'll deal with the unblockable setup. So down, forward. So let's continue to watch. Aegis, same setup. and most of his setups you can get out of with a down parry. There's another video that I want to, or two other videos I want to show. So in the corner, these aren't unblockables, these are just setups. You have to guess properly, right? I forget where the actual corner unblockable is in this video, but it's the one with the double knee drop. These are just setups. I think this might be the wrong video. Nope, this is double knee drop right here. Because he hits you behind your head, if you parry away from yourself towards the mirror, you'll get out of that setup completely. And now this is just something interesting that I saw. So your back is to the corner, and then you do light kick into Aegis, light punch Aegis it looks like, and then EX tackle, which pushes them all the way back. And then a tackle will put the unblockable, and then you can get EX tackle, tackle headbutt. It was just kind of cool. Where is the other video? Oh. Let's go to my favorites, because I think I favorited it. I didn't. Here we go. So, this is in Japanese. I can't read it. I'm sorry. But I can explain it. So he does his setup mid-screen. Now, Ryu's already under it. He headbutts over, which means that he has to parry towards the mirror or down first. So he hits him with his forward fierce. So, whatever this says... So now he is just out of the mirror, doesn't quick rise into it, gets pushed into it, and is forced to block it. Same setup, but he can block it. Because he blocked towards his opponent first to block the mirror, since his opponent wasn't hitting any buttons. So now they're adding in the forward medium kick. So what he's doing here is he's blocking away from, he's blocking towards the mirror, or trying to like parry the mirror basically, and then blocking towards Urien. But you still get hit, but you don't get a big combo usually. So, whoops. So here we go, where he walks forward, and then he does the forward fierce, or the forward medium kick, and he basically blocks away from Urien to block the mirror, and then blocks, is able to block Urien's thing. So he basically does a parry towards Urien to block the mirror, and then is able to block. So as you can see here, you have 4 frames to hit back and then forward. And then you go back again. So you go away from Urien, towards Urien, and then away from Urien. The same thing can do there is you can just basically ping pong like you're parrying, but block it. But what they're saying here is that he does the forward medium kick, and then he can just walk forward and still get a hit of the Aegis. So now there's a setup on Yun. So it's a setup that a lot of people use. It's crouch fierce, fireball, light punch Aegis, I believe, or medium punch Aegis into crouch roundhouse. And then if Yun doesn't, I'm sorry, fierce Aegis. And if Yun doesn't crouch block, then he gets hit low and bounces back into Urien. So even for that setup, the same concept works, is that you block away from Urien, you block towards Urien, and then you block away from Urien. So this is the setup for the knee drop, where he does tackle and then knee drop. You basically get hit if you don't parry a certain way. So if you parry the knee, which is backwards away from the, like you hit back to parry it, like you're parrying a cross up, it'll still look like it parries in the front, and then you'll get out of it completely. So for bigger characters, they're forced to go back into the setup, but they can still block, is what this is saying. So basically your options are to parry towards the wall and then walk out in the opposite direction, or try to parry towards the wall and block. You can also parry the knee drop, like I said. And versus mid-screen, you can either parry down and then backwards, or you can parry down twice. So it's either down, back, forward as a forward medium kick setup, or down, back, down, or down, down. If they try to do like the corner setup I was talking about with headbutt into overhead, if you hit down, down, you get out of it. So Moprim actually has a article about this, which I will basically read for you. When Urien juggles you in the corner with a tackle and cancels into Aegis, he hits you with a cross-up knee drop while the reflector hits you from the front. So this causes the unblockable situation. From there, he gets to launch you with a juggle, blah, 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 blah. There is no way to truly escape this, but there's a way to get out of this bad situation by taking minimal damage. Simply down parry the reflector on wake up. If you do this, then D drop will cross you up, and your opponent will not be able to combo you. Since both hits happen at the same time, and you can only parry one of them, you get hit by the knee drop. However, since the parry that you parried the reflector, that hit is nullified, and the knee drop hits you cleanly. The knee drop will then knock you down, so that you can quick rise and escape from the setup. You can also not quick rise, stay down, and when you get up, even if Urien hits you high or low, the reflector does not stay out very long. So because it doesn't stay out very long, even if it hits you once, he doesn't have enough time to actually launch you for a new juggle. And this is something that only works in the corner. Mid-screen, you just sort of have to guess. So now I'm going to showcase some dive kick mix-up bullshit shenanigans. So let me close this. So let's say you are post Ganejin and you get either a dash punch or a up kicks, right? So I'm going to show you different options based on quick rise and different options based off of no quick rise. So Kyo wanted me to show some Yun set play after Ganejin, and this is Yun set play after Ganejin. So I'm going to simulate it by doing this. Or I'm going to simulate it by doing this. Because this crouching medium kick dash punch puts you at the exact same distance as Zeisho. But you also have to consider is that this set play works off of a medium punch dash punch off of a crouch medium kick in the corner as well, or a forward throw. So first I'm going to show you the forward throw for quick rise. So forward throw for quick rise, and then super jump, forward, and then dive kick, cross up. And then medium kick, dive kick for super jump, crosses up. Normal jump will hit them in the feet so that you can combo with crouching medium punch, dash punch. So they have to guess between if you super jumped or not, and they also have to guess if you're going to do medium punch or medium kick or fierce kick, dive kick. Because jump forward, medium kick, dive kick still hits for a combo, but at different spacing. There we go. So you have to guess between fierce kick, dive kick. You also can just jump forward, fierce kick, dive kick, and then go for a meaty setup. So off of medium punch, you can delayed super jump, and then cross up with fierce kick, dive kick. Oops. Like that. Off of light punch, dash punch, you can walk back one step and then super jump, dive kick. But it's a little bit harder to time. There we go. Same thing can be said with super jump, medium kick, dive kick after this. If you time it right, then you'll get a combo in the front. So you also have forward throw and then immediate dive kick, immediate jump forward dive kick. No super jump required. You have neutral throw. Sorry, neutral throw, and then you have a super jump, fierce kick, dive kick as well. So you also have other things. So you have crouching light punch, dash punch, and then you get meaty timing if they quick rise. So you also have whiff, close standing medium kick, and then super jump or medium punch. And then jump, fierce kick, dive kick, or medium kick, dive kick, and it will cross up. You also have this, like every other character. Super jump forward, delayed light kick, dive kick, into light kick, dash punch. So now let's show with no quick rise. So with no quick rise, I only have a couple options down because doing too many is going to screw with things. Medium punch, dash punch, you whiff crouching medium punch twice, neutral jump, heavy dive kick. So you have to delay, otherwise it's not going to work. You also have super jump late as possible, hard kick, dive kick. I don't know why he's crouching. There we go. Because most likely your opponent is going to be standing. This does hit crouchers, so it's not a big deal. But, yeah. And then we have light punch, dive punch. And then jump forward, medium kick, dive kick. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh yeah, if you do the medium kick, dive kick instead of fierce on the first two setups off of medium punch, dash punch, you hit in the front. Oops. Let's see. You can also do light punch, dash punch with two crouching medium kicks, and then do jump heavy punch, or heavy kick, dive kick. No super jump. And then you can also do medium punch, dash punch, light punch, dash punch. And if he quick rises, he will get crossed up. If he doesn't, then you can neutral jump, hard kick, dive kick for a cross up. So now post and agent mix-ups are all off of this, the up kick setup. So you can whiff one crouching medium punch, super jump, and then delay crouching heavy kick when they quick rise. Oops. And then you can also whiff a crouching medium punch, whiff a light kick, dive kick, and then you also have the ability to rejump after that. And then you have target combo, jump heavy kick, etc. So just as an example. And then you have whiff, one single medium punch, jump forward, medium kick, dive kick. But it's a little bit hard at the time. And you also have whiff, crouching light punch, and then crouching medium punch, and then neutral jump, medium kick, dive kick for a cross up like I just did. So if there's no quick rise, the best option is literally just to whiff three crouching medium punches and then do whatever. But the beautiful thing is if there's no quick rise, right, you can still get out of the corner. And you're far enough away that they can't really do anything. They can't throw you. They're forced to try to make a read, and a lot of times, especially online, people will try to headbutt. So now we have target combo stuff. Um, for no quick rise, you have super jump, heavy dive kick, which hits in front. And it hits super delayed. You have delayed jump forward heavy dive kick, which will hit in the back, and then medium kick dive kick hits in the front. God damn it. There we go. You have to do the crouching medium punches a little slower. And then as for, you can also do super jump, neutral super jump, sorry, into heavy dive kick. And then that gives you timing to do meaty whatever you want. And that's pretty much all I have for Urien. Um, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. And I'll give a couple minutes for that. And if not, then I will just call this a night. If you have more questions about specifics in the Urien matchup, please watch my breakdown of Issei versus RX from 2017 TFC Grand Finals, or Finals, I should say, top 8, because I do a good job breaking down spacing and explaining why things are done there. Or you can just rewatch the VOD, and I do that for some of the videos at the beginning, and I do that for a lot of the different spacings that you need to be at, why certain moves are good, why certain moves are not. I'll cover a little bit right now what Yun's best pokes are in this, as far stand medium kick, crouching medium punch, stand fierce, dive kick, command throw. Crouching light kick is okay, but you never want to be close enough to where it actually works against Urien. Because if it's in the corner, you don't want to give him multiple chances to parry and get you cornered, because a lot of people have issues with this, even professional players. So like farthest range crouching medium kick into dash punch is probably better. You know, furthest range possible crouching medium punch also works. Far stand fierce kick is actually really good in this matchup as well. It goes over his crouching medium kick. This move in Ganesian is good because Urien doesn't really have any good punishes. The most that he has is a 4-frame crouching light punch, which doesn't actually interrupt it, and you can down parry it or forward parry it. So he sort of just has to sit there and eat it. And yes, Dizzy, you're a little bit late, so you'll have the VOD to watch at least. So there's that going for you. Yeah, I don't know that there's much else that I need to cover. If I need to make an addendum video where someone brings up some questions to me after the fact, I have no problem doing so. So thank you all for watching, and you have a wonderful night.